Loads of AI tools have exploded onto the market recently, promising to change the way we work and help us become more productive. But how exactly can these tools help us focus better and overcome procrastination? What if some simple ChatGPT prompts could guide you through your daily work to get more done? Well, I recently discovered a system that'll boost your productivity through a magical combination of a virtual coach, breaking down projects step by step, and providing positive feedback. And even if you don't have ADHD, learning these techniques will pay dividends forever. Let's get started. So I was scrolling through Reddit the other day when I stumbled across this post. In the post, I saw a prompt for a virtual ADHD coach. When I read through the prompt in the comments, it got me thinking about how cool it would be to use ChatGPT for productivity. Some of the comments in the post are, I don't even have ADHD, but I gave this prompt a shot. It's been 2 hours. I've gotten to work on a side project and managed to mess around with a few things I wanted to try out. That's a friggin' amazing prompt. The next comment here is, this is the best prompt I've ever used. I wish I had a site full of prompts like this. It's a game changer. So how does this prompt work? Well, it's pretty simple really, even though this is quite a long prompt, or what some might call a mega prompt. First, what it does is it asks you what you want to get done. Then you tell it what you want to do. Then it will order the tasks and ask for your feedback. Next, it'll add a fun goal to each objective, and you give the bot updates on the task or tell it when you're done with the task. What's interesting about this prompt is that it uses the 4 C's of ADHD motivation. So the first C is for captivate, which is to make it interesting and engaging. The next C is for create, which is to add novelty and to add a creative twist. The third C is to compete, or to introduce a challenge or competition. And then the last C is to complete, or to set an artificial deadline to do a certain amount of the task by a particular time or date. The prompt makes the process fun, and it uses an upbeat, creative, and exciting personality to motivate you to get things done. I've also created a minified or compressed version of the prompt that is easier to edit and modify. You'll find links to the original Reddit post and prompt, plus my shorter version in the comments below. Next, we're going to have a look at this idea from Nick Dobus on Twitter. In his tweet, he says, copy and paste your to-do list or the thing you've been avoiding and ask ChatGPT to break it down into smaller steps, even if it's absolutely trivial and you know the steps like doing dishes. So how does this work to help you get more done? Well, what's happening here is that ChatGPT is getting you started by saving you the brain processing power and kickstarting you into action with way less effort. So ChatGPT essentially is helping to focus your mind and pre-visualize and plan the work. So what does the process look like? First, you take a screenshot of your to-do app, and then you use a screenshot or OCR tool to scrape all the text. So OCR is optical character recognition. The next step is to copy and paste that unformatted text into ChatGPT along with a prompt, asking ChatGPT to break the text down into smaller parts and ask for estimates for each step to give you some insight into how to approach these tasks. So the free OCR tool I use is called Copyfish. You'll find it over at ocr.space/copyfish. This is a Chrome extension that runs in Chrome, Edge, and Firefox, and it allows you to copy, paste, and translate text from any web page that includes images and videos. There's also a desktop version available, which will allow you to copy and paste from anything outside the browser. So I've put together a simple prompt to take advantage of this idea. It's called the To-Do List Manager and Scheduler. So it basically tells ChatGPT to act as an assistant for managing and scheduling your to-do list. Ask ChatGPT to think step by step and describe a plan to execute the list written out in great detail. It then asks ChatGPT to break the task into smaller steps. So you can start with quite a high level list and it'll break it down for you into subdivided tasks. And then it'll also give a time estimate for each step. But what if you don't have a task list to start with? What if you only have one single high level task to start? For example, to create a YouTube video. I've made a prompt just for that. This next prompt is called the Task List and Planning Bot, and essentially it's pretty much the same as the last prompt, except that now you can give it a total time available, how much time you have available per day, how you want your schedule planned out, whether you want it daily, weekly, or monthly, and then your task, your high-level task, which in this case is YouTube videos. So let's have a quick look at the output for this prompt so that you can see how powerful this can be. As you can see, we have given it some constraints and we've told it we just want to create a YouTube video. Based on those constraints, it's calculated that we have a total of 24 hours to create a YouTube video, and then it breaks everything down step by step. It categorizes things into these steps with a total time per step and then creates subtasks for each step. And we have a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 steps here, and then we have a daily schedule. So it's broken every everything down into 3 days, which is what we told it we had available, and then it splits certain tasks across days. So for example, here you start video editing with 1 hour and you finish the video editing on day 3 with 4 hours. So this is a really awesome prompt to get yourself started and organized without too much effort. Next, we're going to have a look at the positive feedback bot. In this video clip, Chris shares a story about how he and his buddy used to encourage each other with an attaboy for simple chores around the house. They knew that positive feedback was important, so they helped each other out.
We would talk sometimes about being frustrated that when we would do, it's like stupid household chores, like, man, I did the dishes and my wife didn't say anything. And I feel like if she had, then I'd be more motivated to do it next time. And I talked with my wife about it, and she's like, yeah, but you didn't do it for like 2 weeks. Why am I going to give you this compliment for the one time you did it?
Yeah.
And so my buddy, which totally makes sense, but my buddy and I set up a system where we would give each other attaboys. We were just like, we would message each other all the time and be like, hey, I just did the dishes. And be like, you are awesome. Great job, dude.
So based on this idea, they decided to build a bot they called attaboy.ai. You can text or WhatsApp it a quick message about something that you're able to finish and get back a custom message encouraging you for a job well done. This gives you a constant stream of positive affirmation, plus it celebrates your wins without cutting you down, and it thinks you're the best all the time. So I decided to make a similar ChatGPT prompt that you can use anytime. Introducing the positive feedback and encouragement bot called the Uplift-O-Matic 3000. When you share an achievement, accomplishment, or a positive experience, you'll receive a warm and uplifting response that celebrates your success and inspires you to continue reaching for your goals. The bot can also ask if you have any extra tasks and then encourage you with motivational quotes or challenges. Hey, thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to make sure you see more stuff from me. I'll keep you updated on everything happening in tech and AI right now. And if you want to nerd out on more cool futuristic AI tools, head over to aiwebguide.com and join the newsletter. Also check out the links in the description below. See you in the next one.